you were like me as a kid, you probably thought attack-type Beyblade sucked because they would just circle the stadium like this for a minute, and then be all out of spin by the time they finally reached the middle. But I got news for them. It wasn't the Beyblade that sucked, it was your launch.
If you hold your launcher straight up and down like you do for a stamina or defense base, it's going to do the circular pattern. And yeah, attack types do something with this pattern. What you want out of your attack types is this flower shape pattern that strikes the center of the stage over and over again. To get this pattern, you need to perform what's called the rush launch or a sliding shoot. Perform this launch by angling your launch to match the slope of the stage and then pushing forward and down a tiny bit as you launch. With practice, this should start to look like that nice flower pattern.
The defining feature of an attack type is its flat performance tip. This makes it aggressive around the stadium. So you can see this Beyblade moving around pretty aggressively, and it's going to try to knock you into one of those pockets out of the ring or off balance. So you can see these Beyblades are generally flat along the bottom. And another commonality you might find is that they're all pretty short. This short height combined with the aggression that makes it point down allows attack types to get under other Beyblade's fusion wheels and knock them off balance. The biggest weakness of attack types is their force stamina, but because their goal is to knock you out, the hope is that stamina never comes into play. Defense types can be identified by their really heavy fusion wheels with minimal protrusions on them. Defense types are often pretty tall, so they can get knocked around without scraping the stadium floor. But there's nothing wrong with a short defense type. This stubby little twisted tempo is a fortress. The game plan is going to be to hold center stage and withstand any attacks. Because of their super heavy fusion wheels that have minimal points of impact, these guys do not get knocked around, and so their intention is not to get knocked out by attack types. They have moderate stamina because of their grippy performance tips, but they're never going to lose a stamina battle to an attack type. Defense types are the clear answer to attack types.
This Beyblade pretty much has maxed out defense stats. You're just brushing off hits from one of the best attack types in the game. And this Beyblade has maxed out offense stats. Look at this quick KO. So what happens if we take these two and put them against each other? I was curious too, and I think this first interaction previews how this whole thing is going to go. Zorago hits Kraken right where it's vulnerable, but Kraken just wears it like it's nothing. And now that it's past the first few seconds when Zorago is really a threat, all Kraken has to do is stay in the ring and time this thing out. So Kraken outspun Zorago in game 1, but here we see game 2. Zorago going for that KO like it does, but Kraken gives it that little Uno reverse card. It didn't even have to get saved by the wall. It just ate that. So Kraken has yet to drop a game this session, and here we see Zorago again starting off so aggressive. That's when attack types are the best. At the beginning of each match when they have all their power, but they run out of steam pretty quickly, so since Zorago couldn't get that KO early on in the match, it lost this stamina battle. Kraken is really putting on a defensive clinic here as we head into game 4. And no defense needed for that one. It just lands this solid KO. It does have to get saved by the wall this time. I think that's just bad luck for Zorago. But it took Zorago a long time just to get Kraken even out of the center ring, so we definitely chalk the W today up to Kraken.